YouTube? It's your boy Hard Facts. Back like Craig Mack, kicking and bringing new flavor in your ear. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching the video. If you happen to stumble upon it in YouTube search, in YouTube travels, please subscribe to the channel. It's a lot of good content, a lot of good reactions. So hit that subscribe button. But let's go ahead and get into this content.
But y'all are the proudest single mom hoes. We outside, I don't need a nigga women that I've ever seen. Y'all are the proudest. Like, you are proud to be. I remember when if you did something that was whorish, you hid that. I mean, you didn't want nobody to find out because being a hoe was frowned upon. Now it's like, if you ain't a hoe, you ain't popping. Like,
bring the shame back.
Like, what? Having morals and values. If you have morals and values, you ain't popping. It's like, what? I remember a time where you used to talk about these girls like what? Times have changed. Clearly times have changed. But y'all are the proudest hoes that I've ever seen. Y'all are the proudest single moms. Y'all are the proudest my baby don't need no daddy, I could do this all by myself group of women that I've ever seen. And I've never stood on that. Come help me with these kids. Come get them. Come.
The kids she's talking about is you women who fit the description of what she's speaking on. That's the kids she's talking about. So yeah, get your kids out the street. To all y'all bad parents who raised these hoes. But bring the shame back. Bring the motherfucking shame back. When you hear that statement on these dating platforms, everything she described is what we mean by that. And it's why we mean by that. Bring the motherfucking shame back. Y'all some proud assholes. And the only value that a hoe has in this world to anybody is the fact that it gets us y'all get us a strong erection and a great old whopping nut. That's it. That's the value of a hoe. That y'all get us a huge whopping nut on your face or in you, depending on what kind of hoe you is. That's your only value. That's the only reason that a man likes a hoe. That's the only reason that we want you to be promiscuous. That is the only reason that we want you to have some kind of sexual experience or promiscuity about you. It's so that it increases our chance to fuck a new piece of ass and get a new experience on a nut. And the new experience is some new, a different woman, different face, different coochie. That's the only value of a hoe. So y'all need to accept that. Y'all already know that. But y'all need to stop downplaying that and trying to spin it and lose sight of it, make it something else. Just accept the fact that that's the only reason that men like hoes. We don't like hoes because we want to marry them. But we do make the dumbass mistake and poor judgment of marrying the hoe because of her whole activities. And we don't like the fact that she did it with other men. And again, a man is a simp and a dumbass where he marries and wipes this hoe. But in those instances where it happens, it's because we like the whole activities. We like the guac 3000 and all of that. But we still don't like you as a person. You still gonna have problems out of your relationship with us because we don't like the fact that you're a hoe. We don't like the fact of the other niggas you fucked. We don't like the fact that you might cheat and you might revisit past situations and you hugging guys out in public that you know from your past that done stuck dick in you, and we crossing paths with men who probably fucked you, and we don't like that shit. That shit is fugazi. That's just for the birds. Don't nobody want that shit in their life. So I'm saying all that to say, hoes, we don't want you for nothing other than one thing. Most women say all men cheat, but on the Maury Show, 90% of men are not the father. Damn, you know what? I never thought about it that way. I mean, I never thought about it in that sense. But, damn it, man, that's the truth. So, that would suggest that the women would have to be the ones cheating if the man's not the father, which means someone else is, which means there has been other dicks in that. Yeah, something to think about.
A lot of men right now act like women, and they just want more. Bring back the patriarchy. I want to stay at home. I want to take care of my kids. What do you mean buy you flowers? What do you mean pay for dinner? What do you mean 50-50? What is that? I don't believe in that.
What do you want? What do you believe?
I want a man to take care of me.
So you want to be a housewife?
I want to be a housewife.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old traditional way?
Traditional. I'll do it. I don't mind. I'll do it. Fuck it.
All right, let's say you meet the guy that does all that. Like, he's willing to take you in and you basically be the woman to take care of everything.
Yeah.
Now, does he got complete control over you? Like saying like, all right, delete your Instagram. You can't be dressing all slutty out on the streets.
Here's my thing. I'm not gonna be dressing all slutty and like having Instagram. If I found the one and he gives me everything I need, he doesn't even have to ask me for that. I already did it.
I like this one.
You'll delete it?
Oh yeah,
She
for sure.
makes
Without
sense.
him even having to ask.
What about he wants to every time?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. 100%. A lot of men right now act like women, and they.
See, she understands the gender roles and what activities each party should be doing to play their part. She understands what her activities would be and what they would look like in a traditional gender role relationship, where she benefits from the man playing his role, doing the things he's doing. That's why she said bring back the patriarchy, because she wants the benefits of the understanding, the teachings, and the reality of the patriarchy, where a man takes care of everything. He's going to take care of you to every degree and every possibility that he can. That's his role. You play your role. Where the patriarchy doesn't exist, and y'all women can agree that, at least in y'all mind, it doesn't, because y'all don't want it to and y'all fight it. Where it doesn't exist nowadays is because of the equality that y'all women want. Y'all want everything men have. Y'all want to tear down the patriarchy. So where that doesn't exist, that's where you get the spicy man from. That's where you get men being spicy. And she recognizes that. She recognizes that the men are being spicy, and it's because the patriarch is missing, and that's why she said bring it back. Because with all of this equality, women are equal, we're the same pay, same this, same that, that's where you get that 50-50 shit from. That's where you get that drizzle. Bitch, buy me flowers. Bitch, you pay for this date. You do this, you do that. We doing all this shit on equal terms, right? So don't be looking at me to always ask a woman out or establish communication, spit game, get a phone number, or pay for dates, or even ask for a hand in marriage, so on and so forth. That's where you getting all of this spicy shit from. That's where the idea of drizzle comes from. The soft guy era. It's essentially saying, fuck y'all women and the bullshit y'all on now. And so since y'all on some bullshit, we men gonna make it make sense. And that's how we gonna approach it. How we approach it, it comes out to look spicy. Because when y'all on y'all equal level masculine shit, and y'all want to talk y'all shit, and I make my own money, and I'm independent, and I don't have to listen, and this, that, and the third, and a man ain't shit to me because I'm doing the same thing he doing. And when you get on all of that, and that's the way you start talking and acting and presenting yourself, men are meeting you with arguments. They meeting you with the spicy shits, the same verbal and aggressive way you are. They saying, man, bitch, fuck you, and it turns into whatever that looks like. Shouting match, aggressive, shouting contest, and y'all walk away, that nigga spicy and this, that, and the third, and he arguing with me. But bitch, traditionally, women ain't never bucked at men. Traditionally, women stayed in their place. The place of, if a man is getting in that nature with me, I shouldn't have given him a reason to, which would suggest he doesn't have a reason to, which would say that I, as a woman, I'm going to exit the situation. Because dude tripping. I don't even come at men like that. I ain't even come at him like that. He on some other shit. Let me exit. And men within the right state of mind, they not coming that way at women when things are traditional. They not coming that way. They gonna treat a woman very dainty like. So this woman, she definitely makes sense. She sees it for what it is. She gets it. And shit, more women start to think like her and understand like her. They definitely gonna be married. They will find some guy who will foot the bill and put it all on the line to build a family with her and take care of house and home and so on and so forth, because he see the value in it.
What happened in your dating experience to where you're now like, yeah?
It's a lot of pressure on black men, specifically dating black women, and I love black women. Social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us. This could be just based on environment. When I moved to Atlanta, women here are very entitled. And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into...
When you say entitled, though, what does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled. I feel extreme pressure. And I get hit on by white women, I get hit on by all kinds of women. But when I get hit on by black women, I immediately feel this entitlement of, I gotta pay for something.
Wow.
I gotta pay your rent. I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced. I'm not saying that's every woman. Nowadays, if I take somebody on a date,
$400
immediately, and I don't even drink. So if she drink, that's a couple hundred. If the hookah's 45,
dessert?
Lamb chops is 50, dessert. So by the time VIP
Valet.
or valet, I was just getting ready to say valet. So we didn't spend $400 for me to see if you like me.
Say that again.
So it's like I'm spending and I'm spending.
Say it
and
louder
that's
for
just
them
the
in the
first
back.
date. You want to go out again? So I didn't spend $1,000 on 3 dates just to see if you might call me back or maybe text me back. And then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
What happened in your dating experience to where you're...
You can go back on several of my videos and see where I speak on this concept, because I date. I'm a human. So I speak on this concept exactly the way that he did and the way that they did, because I am acknowledging the reality of the situation. Y'all women are dismissing the reality of the situation, where y'all keep screaming that a man is supposed to take you out and spend money in order for it to be to your liking, when the reality of the situation, or let's say another reality of the situation, is we doing that just to see if you like us. And you could possibly initially, the truth be told, not like the man. This is something that you could do because it's something that you can get away with, that you're used to, that you do it just for something to do. You could not like the guy and be going out on dates with these guys just for something to do, just for the entertainment. And a lot of women nowadays are doing that. And that's why a lot of male platforms are saying, don't spend no money on these women. And y'all don't like it, women, and y'all only comeback is that we should be doing it. There's the entitlement. That's your only comeback, is that we should be doing it, and you're not gonna go out with anybody who thinks that a coffee date is appropriate. That's your only comeback. That's your only argument. But a man not spending that kind of money on you to date has logic to it. His argument and his understanding isn't just some loose, well, you should do that because you the one who want to go out with me, and that's a loose argument that has nothing substantial to back it up. But a man's argument is women could play games with that, and most women nowadays are. A majority, a big percentage of women nowadays are playing games with that. I've done videos on that too, where there's proof of women going out on hundreds of dollar dates with different guys several nights a week. And women are very picky. So I'm going to concretely say and confidently say that those women didn't like all of those guys. And there was probably some of them guys that they weren't even attracted to, but they were going out with different guys several nights of the week. The entitlement part of this topic. As for black women feeling entitled, y'all ain't playing y'all part to live up to that entitlement of a man should take care of you or compensate you in a way of taking care of you in the courting process because you're a woman. Y'all don't even play y'all part and fill that role because y'all ain't acting and living in the character of that kind of woman nowadays. Y'all not. Women of other races, they have been playing that part where a man knows what kind of girlfriend or wife to expect out of her. So when he courts her and goes out on the date, then he knows what part he should be playing as a man. So he might use his resources to court her and take her out because he knows what he can expect out of her when she plays her part as a wife or a woman. Black women, that's unfamiliar territory for y'all. But y'all want to be able to have that same sense of entitlement that the other women have, because to yourself you're saying, well, that's normal, that's the status quo, that's what I'm supposed to expect. But you ain't that type of woman. Black women, more so than any other woman of any other race, y'all don't know how to be wives. Y'all don't know how to be women to men. But y'all want men to play that part as a man, as a traditional man, to allow you to be able to take advantage of your entitlement. Yeah, make that make sense.
People don't understand that the sprinkle lifestyle, or like this land a rich husband lifestyle, is not about love. And y'all keep trying to make it about love, but y'all don't fucking understand that, like, every time somebody fucking asks Shira about advice about, oh, he's ugly, what do I do? Oh, he looks like this, what do I do? His breath stink, what do I do? Like, do y'all genuinely think that these girls are in these relationships for love? Like, maybe Shira does love her man, I don't know. But I don't understand how y'all have been watching Shira's videos and the way she talks about her husband or the way she talks about men and still somehow are trying to find love. And it is very hard to land a rich man. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all, like, when y'all see a lot of these influencers and all these girls landing rich men, A, they are very, 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 very attractive. B, a lot of these influencers are sex workers. They just don't label it as sex work. But a lot of people in Hollywood, a lot of people in the influencer like space, a lot of people in like New York City and in LA, in Miami, will have sex with people to get higher up in society, to get into certain rooms, just like the Diddy situation. When you found out that Diddy was doing some stuff with other rappers and stuff like that,
Men are
basically
doing it
everybody in
nowadays
Hollywood's a sex
with other
worker.
men
You're always
on that,
bartering for sex or
you know,
exchanging
homosexual
something
tip.
for sex. And one of the main issues is the only reason y'all don't understand it as sex work is because OnlyFans is such a huge thing. And it's like, oh, I don't have to touch these men. I just have to take videos or maybe like shoot something with a close friend of mine. Or y'all think of streetwalkers. But even if it's not money and it's like opportunity, you're blowing this like CEO for a new job, or you're blowing this guy, or you're having sex with these men so you can get on runways, or so you can get like this new Louis Vuitton purse. Like, he doesn't have to give you money. He doesn't have to give you money. He's just exchanging. You guys, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. If he's getting something out of it and you're getting something out of it, and it's probably not love, it's probably sex work. But the likelihood of you even like meeting a rich guy who's gonna give you an allowance and money all the time is so fucking rare. I don't know why y'all think that like men are like rich millionaire men are out here spending money on women just for free. If a man wants to have sex with a woman, he's just gonna pay her. He's just gonna pay her. So what sets you differently than an escort or prostitute he can order versus you? Like, why do you deserve thousands of dollars? Why should he give you thousands of dollars for free for you just existing and not expect sex from you, when he could probably spend a couple thousand, maybe 1K, couple K, depending on how high class she is, on an escort? Y'all do not have personalities. Y'all cannot carry a relationship or pretend to care about a relationship. That's why y'all are not getting y'all bags, because these men can sense that you're not there for them. You're there for the bag, especially if you don't want to be intimate with them, and especially if you don't want to do anything with them. Then why are you here?
I love a smart woman. I love it when a woman can take the reality of the world around her and put it into perspective and put it into a clear conclusion of what the fuck is going on. And that's what she did. Just simply put, not sugarcoated. A lot of y'all don't want to be called hoes. But what you're doing is a transactional fucking relationship. You are dealing with a man specifically for what you can benefit from him. And then you are providing sexual gratification to that man. If y'all not married, and even if y'all married, and it's specifically to how you can benefit from him, that you are, number one, with him, and number two, continue to be with him. Look, man, that's transaction. Y'all know who this guy is. He's making his rounds on social media. Or at least y'all women are making rounds for him on y'all platforms, which is a goddamn shame. I think his name is Wade Wilson. These are videos that the women post. These are creations of the women. Forgive me, Lord, but he is fine. I beg your finest pardon.
The funny thing is, when I heard this Wade Wilson story, I was about to make a video.
The first video this first one I showed, he also has a soul and it's not as black as you think. And then on that woman's page, she was asking people to sign a petition to save him from the death penalty. Now, there was the question of a woman being in the woods and choosing a bear or a man. This proves that to be fucking a lie when y'all say y'all would choose the bear, because this motherfucker right here is the worst of the two between him and the bear. And most of y'all women are saying, pretty much through all of y'all admiration for him, that if this nigga was to pop up next to the bear, Y'all would choose him. And fucking regret it. Tiana Taylor divorced Iman Shumpert. In the English, the grammar is not good. Tiana Taylor divorced Iman Shumpert, and this is what she got. 4 houses valued at over $10 million, and Iman Shumpert has been ordered to make a one-time 7-figure payment or millions to her. She also get the $300,000 Maybach, a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter tour bus, as well as 100% ownership of her companies. Imam is also required to pay $8,000 per month in child support for both daughters, Junie and Rue Rose, and he has to pay 100% of the private school fees. It's always cheaper to keep her. Now, as I always state, y'all women fight for the equality of women and the fair treatment, but ain't nothing about this fair. And where I'm going with that is, most of y'all fight, and most of the wins that y'all gain out of y'all fight is so that, in comparison to a man, y'all interactions with men are favorable to you. That's what y'all fight for. That's what y'all fight ends up being. It ends up being to where nowadays, from however many decades, however many centuries that this fight has been going on, that what it has culminated to in today's day and age is that it's not fair. What y'all have achieved is not fair. What y'all have achieved is situations that are favorable to you in your interactions with your dealings with a man. So it's cheaper to keep her. No, it's best to just have them sign a prenup. It's best to just not get married. We should let y'all women keep fantasizing about the marriages and shit and just never give it to y'all. Why? Because it's something that we should just lose interest for. We should just lose interest for marriage. So where y'all fucking with us and y'all keep letting us stick dick in y'all and having relationships with y'all and so on and so forth, with that, we should just take the stance of, nah, I ain't getting married. If you're going to deal with me, you're going to deal with me under them terms. I ain't getting married. And we know that y'all going to deal with us. Because y'all not going to do without dick. Y'all not going to do without whatever the fuck y'all trying to find from a man. Because we take a stance on no marriage. So, yeah, that's my take on that. This shit is ridiculous. I'm going to be married with kids by 25. Me at 29. Now this video or this woman's content, her undertakings is old, it's months old. But I never react to it, so I'm gonna react to it now. And this is her video where she posted this and she chose the song. So the song she chose is Don't Save Her. I agree. Touche. I was wondering who was taping that, but in the last frame you saw a woman who was not the woman who was the topic of the video. You saw a different woman holding the camera, so maybe that was her taping all of them different encounters. That could be her friend, could be the woman's friend, but this is most of y'all women nowadays. But through your DNA as a woman, you share her same sentiments of you gonna be married at a young age, by a certain young age, and you're gonna have kids. in the DNA of a woman, y'all all share that same sentiment. Because that is naturally what women want. But y'all modern women, this is y'all conduct. This is y'all conduct. Her plan was to marry with kids by 25, and she says this is her at 29. This is y'all conduct. Y'all missed the window of when y'all should be giving y'all self to the right man at that younger age to get married and have the kids and give the best you to a man so that he can admire and cherish you more because your value is higher. Y'all missed that window. Y'all do all of this promiscuous shit that you see she doing, and then by a certain older age, y'all still not married. This is y'all. This is most of y'all. A huge percentage of y'all that's in y'all 20s nowadays. And the women who are younger than y'all that's looking up to y'all, who y'all teaching and who y'all are tutoring, and they following y'all around up y'all butt trying to learn from y'all because they admire y'all, so on and so forth. The women that's younger than y'all. This is you and them younger women. The huge takeaway, if you missed it, is it's all bullshit and it's all backwards because naturally every woman wants to be married at a young age with kids because she naturally understands that is the correct way for it to be done, because that is the best way for her to achieve that. No one wants a older wife. No one wants a older woman with kids that are not his to marry at a later age of her life. No man wants that. The human beings inherently understand that, regardless of gender. So where women understand it, which is why they inherently want to get married younger, because they understand that that's a better fit. Where women understand it, y'all silly motherfuckers is ignoring that shit nowadays. So you get what you get. That's the best thing that I can say to that. You get the fucking outcome that you get. So when you out here dating and you getting all of whatever the fuck you getting from men that don't line up to what you like, man, take a look at yourself. Look in the mirror. If your moves are identical to this young woman's, or is close or similar, look, man, you get what you get. But as always, I appreciate y'all tuning in to the channel. Again, subscribe to the channel, like the video, but subscribe to the channel more importantly. It's not gonna cost you nothing. Hit that subscribe button, but it'll mean a lot to me. So until next time, y'all be easy.